everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the sense of community on your channel. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so, so much. So, as I said, I will be doing a live every week. I don't know which day it is. It's all contingent on the energy flow. And I want to give gifts are meant to be given. Hello, he's streaming my live video live with the sound. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so much. So I want to go over a few things because there's been a lot of things happening. I've been receiving a lot of emails. I've been receiving a lot of requests. And again, I love you all so much. Yeah, there's been a lot going on. So as many of you know, I journal pen to paper, and then I flip the cards strictly out of my own entertainment purposes. And yeah, sorry. I had a bit of a tech failure. I always have tech failures, and it kind of like, when I have these tech failures, it kind of like messes with my zen. So it says put in landscape mode, so I have everything set in landscape mode, and I can't even push the button to put it in landscape mode, so here I am in portrait mode. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. So anyways, I'm going to go over the signs and syncs for the last, I'm going to say, week or so. And again, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Pack it away in your pocket if it doesn't resonate. Not all these messages are meant for everybody. Whoever's tuning in right now, these messages are meant for you. This, by no stretch of the means, it is March 10th, 2021. But if you stumble across this at whatever time on your journey, then it's meant to be for you to hear at that time. So I'm going to go over, there's been a lot of things that have been going on. I'm going to go over the number sequencing first. The number sequencing that I've been seeing in the last, I'm going to say, week is 1010, 1111, 717. 717 is prevalent on this journey. 717 means physical unity if you're on the twin flame journey. So if you see 717, it's a good indication that things are maybe coming into fruition, but don't overthink if you see that number, but it's a very, very good sign. One of the other very significant numbers that I've been seeing, and it's been jumping and flying out at me, is 444. Now 444 is the sign of a spiritual awakening. And many of us, when we go on this journey, that's what happens. We invoke each other to open up our soul, open up our spirit. It's a spiritual awakening. And I've been seeing it like crazy. Like, just to give you an example, I could probably show you, but yesterday I went to buy lottery tickets, and when I bought them, it was 444. Now, I don't look for this, so it was 444. I bought two of them at 37 seconds and then at 24 seconds, and I've seen it a number of times. So what that message means to me is that there's some spiritual awakening going on, and predominantly I think it's masculine energy, the feminine energy, they always awaken first. So
44 million.
Yeah, and oh yeah, and the lottery is 44 million. And not to mention the fact that what it says in scripture is 144 blessed souls are on this journey. I can't tell you whether this is true or not. All I can say is that my hand is divinely guided by this pen to give you these messages, to sometimes help you if you've fallen down and you've gotten on what I'm going to say, the forbidden path. I'll get to the draw in a second. I just want to go over the messages. So those are the numbers that I've seen. Oh yes, and 555, very, very significant. We have 5 fingers, we have 5 toes, we have 5 senses. It's extremely, extremely significant. It means that everything that you're thinking is coming into fruition. It is such a good sign. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So those are the numbers, and I'm going to go over some of the divine animal messengers that I get. So I always see the dove, and I haven't seen the dove, but I've been seeing the dove prevalently because since my twin and I came into fruition, the dove has been kind of flying by. And when I was journaling today, the dove came, and we both could hear the dove cooing outside, coo, 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 coo. And I turned around and I looked at him and I'm like, this is so crazy that I'm journaling right now and this dove comes. So the dove to me is always confirmation that I'm a messenger on this journey. But it's also, while I'm journaling, it's a confirmation that harmony, peace, love, maternal, there's so many good things associated with the dove. It's very, very biblical. And if you're, I'm not about religion, not at all. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in. But the dove and 555, there's kind of, to me, it's simultaneous. It's amazing, and I love it so much. Another crazy thing, I think it was yesterday, there was a hawk. So I always seem to get up, and I'm always drawn to whatever happens at whatever time. So I work at home, live in Canada. With this pandemic that's been going on, we've been kind of mandated to work at home. I just get up, I look out the window, and sure as shit, there's a hawk in the tree. Now, we live in a highly dense, I can't think right now. Residential. It's highly dense. I can't think of the word right now, sorry. But it's highly populated. And hawks don't generally come to highly populated areas. So I went outside, and we have a picture of it. I went outside, and I went to the window, and I looked at the window, and I saw a hawk there. And I went to my twin, and I'm like, come, quick. And he came, put it on video, got pictures of it. And the way I look at it is, whenever we get this caught on camera, it's meant for others. If you can't catch it at the moment, at that time, then it's meant for you. But this hawk came yesterday, and it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it was just perched on the tree, and it was looking in, Cooper's hawk, and it was looking in the window. And the hawk represents so many, many beautiful things. For me, it's one of the most beautiful birds. I get all sorts of animals, but to me, this is one of the most significant symbols of this journey, because the hawk represents past life love. It's your psychic intuition is kicking in. It's eternal love. They mate for life. So when that hawk came to us yesterday, it was just a message that was meant to be given to you, because I feel like some of you are plagued, and you're plagued with confusion, and this confusion is part of the journey, and you have to get out of the confusion. And this is definitely a message that was meant to be given to you. And lastly, most importantly, I live in Canada, and we're in winter right now. It's March 9th, and we're coming into spring. And if you don't live in Canada, well, you don't want to live here, because the winters are long and harsh. But I was sitting here journaling, and
we live in igloos.
No, we don't live in igloos. But this Mr. Joker over here. But anyways, when I was journaling, I saw a robin, and I said to my beloved, beautiful soul yesterday, I'm like, I want to see a robin, because a robin represents spring. And both of us said yesterday, we'll see it tomorrow. And sure as shit, we saw it today, which was what we were saying yesterday. But a robin represents so much.
It was like 10 minutes before the dove.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes before the dove. So it's all confirmation. And we're both divine messengers on this journey. And, and I'm thankful to God every single day for the beautiful blessing and gift that we've received. It's amazing, and I love it so much. But a robin, and we both had our own different interpretations of it, but a robin is blossoming, rebirth, and current path has been revealed. So that's the message that I received. My beloved soul received another message, and sometimes we go back and forth with our messages, but it's like, well, you're meant to receive the message that you're meant to receive, and I'm meant to receive the message that I'm meant to receive, but ultimately it's unity, it's one message, it's combined. Unity. Yes. That's the message that he received. So another thing I want to go through is I don't know. And again, if it resonates, it resonates. I feel like some of you may be going through an ascension flu. And I feel these symptoms, and I love you all, but some of these things I really don't like sharing that energy field with some of you. But because I've been seeing 4/4 so prevalently, part of the awakening is the ascension. And the ascension flu comes with a multitude of symptoms. And if you're having any of these symptoms, it's not, I can't say that word because I'll probably get banned from YouTube, but it's not what's going on with the pandemic right now. It totally isn't. When you ascend and get to your higher self, what you're doing is you're cleansing your soul and purging your body. Makes sense? As you, I know this stuff sounds strange. I know it does, but I'm just simply a messenger here, and I'm meant to guide and give you messages. But some of the symptoms that come with the ascension flu is sore throat, sensitivity to noise, body aches, pains, ringing in the ears, itchy ears, sinus troubles, headaches, and sleep disturbances. So if you're going through any of this right now, and as I alluded to, there's a mass awakening going on. It's been going on for some time. Everybody awakens at their own time, at their own place. You know, when you endeavor this journey, you are forced to awaken, whether you like it or not. You know, and some people are like, oh well, I see this number all the time. What a coincidence. Well, as you awaken, you realize that there is no coincidences. This is all divine. So that's what I have for you in terms of messages. I just want to make sure I have everything else. Oh yeah, spring. Robin represents spring, and all good things. So I love it, and I love it so much. And in terms of energy, I'm feeling a sense of sadness. I'm feeling a sense of confusion. I'm feeling a sense of denial. I purposely leave stuff out of my journal because when I flip the cards, I truly this is my beautiful soul. Oh yeah.
Oh,
See?
oh.
See, I'm so clumsy, and you guys have probably, I've said that so many times, being a lefty. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so I got something out of its hands. So we have to do our weekly giveaway, and
Da, 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 da. I ain't gonna look. I swear I'm not looking.
yeah, he's not looking.
Um,
What is it? You have to read it. Read it.
Denise Osborne.
Is it Osborne? Osborne.
Oh,
So
thought she was
Denise,
related to Ozzy
congratulations on our weekly draw. Whatever you want, whether it be a 4-card reading, whether your divine masculine energy is current energy. What if the divine masculine could say anything? What would they say to you? And the overall energy, or you can have one of our lovely healing bracelets. These healing bracelets come with a multitude of stones, healing stones, love quartz, all sorts of divine, beautiful things. It's just reach out to me in my email. I'm just going to throw this hat over there. For some of you that have already won, your bracelets are on the way. It takes some time to come from Canada, and I believe Kelly R., your reading is coming. I'm so far behind. I work full time, and everything I do is strictly for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. I'm going to do what is the DM's current energy, if the DM could say anything to you, what would they say, and what is the current overall energy between this collective group of blessed souls. So I'm going to call out, and hopefully you can see these cards. I'm going to call out, and if 1 card falls out, 1 card falls out. If 4 falls out, 4 falls out. It have to be the exact number. I'm going to call out. And I have been plagued with itchy ears for the last week, and I believe these itchy ears are a message to give to you, because some of you are either listening to what you shouldn't be listening to, or there's some form of truths that are not truths, and some form of, just be careful who you listen to. That's all I have to say. Sometimes that's the interference on your journey. You know, there's disingenuine people out there.
Yeah, choices.
Yeah, choices. Yeah. So I'm gonna call out for 1 or 4 cards. Too many. Too many. There you go, there's one card. And again, this right now is masculine present energy. We live in the moment, we live in the now. We live in the past, we don't live in the future. And there's 2 cards there. So I'll take those 2 cards. I can't. Okay. So hopefully you can see these cards. But the first card I have.
I like you, Deborah.
The first card I have here is free will. So, what I want to say about free will, and again, this is divinely guided. These cards are meant to come out the way they're meant to come out. We all have free will. When we have been handed this blessed, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift, we have free will. And we have free will to do with what we please. So we have God's will and we have free will. And some, I don't know, I see this feather here. And a feather to me is a prelude to an angel. And whenever you see a white feather, it's such a good omen.
Could be a loved one too.
It could be a loved one too. But we all have free will and we can do whatever we want with our free will. And what I feel is some of the masculine energies are going with their free will and not God's will. But that's because maybe they're plagued with confusion or fear. Because when you endeavor this journey, you have to look at your true self. And sometimes looking at your true self is rather uncomfortable. But we all have free will. And they're expressing, not all, again, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, because that guilt kicks in.
Yeah, guilt. But what I have here also too is intuition. And so intuition is such a beautiful sign. So what I wrote down in my journal was 444 awakening, and then some, and I can't speak for what energy it is, but I'm predominantly masculine. There is an ascension going on, and sometimes that ascension is uncomfortable. But when you go through this particular journey with the awakening and the ascension, your intuition amplifies. And what I feel at this moment is they have the intuition within that this is something more, but there's some free will and ego. And the ego is, as I said, interference. So that is probably one of the hardest things to overcome on this journey. And when I speak to people, they're like, well, no, my ego died. No, your ego didn't die. You know, if you're still have that longing and you still have that, you know, I'm going to say separation anxiety and all of this stuff, your ego is still there. See, it's so hard to explain ego. You will know when your ego dies. And what I also feel is, because that robin came out, there's a rebirth and there's a resurrection. And part of that rebirth and that resurrection is rebirthing into you, and getting to your authentic inner guide, and that is you. And I feel that the ego, as I said, is one of the most difficult things to endeavor and get rid of. Free will, ego are kind of, they go hand in hand. And yeah, I'm feeling there's the intuition kicking in, and there's an awakening, and there's an ascension going on. But for some, They still are expressing that free will.
Somebody sounds suicidal over
Yeah. So, and lastly, this is current energy, current energy, current energy. So I see the divine door. And how I resonate with this divine door is that, all I can do is speak for oneself. And I went to that divine door. Even though I didn't knock on that door, it's a divine door. It's a divine door of love. And one thing I want to say is you are most loved. You are loved no matter what, even if it's by me, you are loved. We are all loved. Have love for
there.
yourself.
Don't give up.
Yeah, and don't give up.
You can't give up.
Yeah, it's easy to give up. I'm speaking from truth. I'm speaking
If you
from
need help, you need to go seek it.
Yeah, and come seek me. Come to me. Come to Brainy Twin Gemini. Put a donation, whatever. I prioritize, not monopolize. I work full time. But yes, you are loved. You are most loved. And don't ever doubt. Don't ever doubt. Please don't. So now I'm going to call out for if the masculine energy could say anything to the feminine energy, what would they say? And then I'll open it up to all of you blessed souls for questions, cards. I'll do what I can because the requests come in so much. And I'm going to call out for my divine master. Sorry, I just have to grab it here. And two fell out, so I'm not going to take them. Sorry, one fell on the table and one fell on the floor. I'm very particular. Amazing. It's got to be 3 or 1. One card, please. Sorry, boss. One card, thank you. 2. So I needed 2, so I have 2. And this is kind of a mixed bag here, and this is for who needs to hear it right now. Again, not all these messages will resonate. They're just meant to be as they're meant to be in the moment, in the now. But I love this card. And I love it, love it, love it so much. And it is the courage card. And this message is for you, feminine energy. And it's from your masculine, and it's, you need courage, and you need to overcome fear. Fear is ego, and fear is a multitude of things. It's not necessarily selfishness, but fear is good to a certain degree because it can protect you from danger, but it also can protect you from yourself, your true, authentic you. And fear is sometimes, worrying about coming into physical reunion. Believe it or not, it's fear. You're scared. You don't understand the love. You don't understand the dynamic. You don't understand the journey. And that is fear. But what the masculine energy wants to say to you at this moment right now is please have the courage. And please, please, please believe in yourself, have love for you, and have love for God. But have that courage. Overcome, please. Cycles. And again, what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. If it doesn't resonate with you, kindly do not leave messages on the community page. It disrupts the energy flow of this loving, loving community. But this message right now is for some of you divine feminines. I feel like, and again, all messengers or messages, some of you are perpetuating the same cycle. Is that the same cycle of fear? Is that the same cycle of, I don't know, are you hanging out with narcissistic people? Do you have some form of addiction? I don't know. I feel like the reason why you're not moving forward is because you're perpetuating the same cycle. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to call a spade a spade. You know me, you know BTG, I don't sugarcoat. I feel like some of you are listening to things you shouldn't be listening to. And I'm going to call it out and I'm going to say it's bullshit. And that is maybe the perpetual cycle that you're repeating. There's a lot of people out there and they're monetizing off this baby right here because this journey rips you open and it makes you vulnerable. And even though people can tell stories, everybody can tell stories. You know, they can be the great storyteller and flip cards. Everything I do in this journal. The cards always resonate with this journal. But that could be your cycle. That could be your perpetuation. You know, look at it. And what will happen as you awaken and as you ascend, which I believe many of you are ascending to your higher self, those cycles will come to you. And it will tell you what the cycle is. It could be putting yourself in bad karmic relationships. There's a multitude of things, you know, theft. I don't know why I had to say that right now. Abuse. Yeah. 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 Okay. So now my beautiful, insightful, intuitive.
Hello, beautifuls.
Okay. What are you
Sorry,
gonna
I'm not going to interrupt.
No, I thought you were going to say something.
I'm listening. I'll jump in when I need to jump in.
Yeah.
Because
Okay. Yeah.
when the messages come, they come.
Okay. So I have this ghosted card here. And one thing I want to tell you right now, feminine energy, it's all just energy. It doesn't matter. You could be feminine energy in a masculine body and masculine energy in a feminine body.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is such a phrase that you need to stop saying right now. Ghosted. Because what happens is, right?
Go ahead.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
What happens is it's equally as difficult for both energies. So what happens is it's called runner chaser. And when you come into each other, you invoke, you open each other up. And sometimes that particular energy, and I'm not going to say one is better than the other, it just depends on the balance within yourself. You're not ready. You're not ready to heal. You're not ready. So this physical distance is inevitable. There's not one person out there on this journey, and I would challenge them, and they can come to me personally and ask me, oh, we're so much in love, this isn't going to happen. Yeah, I thought the same thing, and it happened. We physically distance. But it's not ghosting. It's called healing. And if you keep manifesting this and you keep saying that this has happened, I've seen it. I've seen it on this, and it just saddens me, and it breaks my heart. My DM goes to me. My DM goes, no. This is a blessing and a gift. You need to heal. The more you say ghost, the more they're going to become a ghost.
No, and it's a blocking. I believe the ghost means blocking too in technology world.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't be blocking. If you're blocking, you're ghosting.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's not ghosting. It's called healing, and it's like I don't necessarily believe in this terminology of ghosting. I believe you go and you do your distancing, and it's not tensional.
No,
it's not, right?
No, it's not. No.
No,
It's gotta happen.
it does have to happen. And even though it comes along like ghosting, like, let's put it this way. Before technology came out, and I believe this is what you were alluding to.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Before technology came out, there was no such word as ghosting. You know, it's called you don't speak or do whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Cut them at the roots.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so the last thing I have for you, precious, precious, divine feminine souls, is manifesting, and I feel this massive manifestation going on with this collective, just twin flames in general. And what I feel is two things: manifest love for yourself, manifest love, unconditional love. Keep putting that high vibration out there. I feel there's a low vibration right now. And that low vibration, when you have a low vibration, I'm not saying all, whoever, it's hard. Of course, you want to be with that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul that you love. But you have to endeavor the journey, and there's certain things that you have to do.
Yeah, you gotta go through pain.
Yeah, immense pain.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Heart pain.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I got checked out when I was going out through. I did, and then it ended up being that I was having anxiety attacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, for many of you, beautiful, beautiful viewers and blessed, blessed souls, you know that there's a lot of times that I put anxiety, and it wasn't necessarily mine, but because we are so connected, I was feeling
ridiculously
ridiculously connected.
Ridiculously.
I know, we are. And it's such a blessing. So the last thing I'm going to do for you, beautiful, beautiful souls, is I'm going to do the overall energy. And you have a bit of the ascension flu too, don't you?
Yes.
Going on right now.
Well, you know I do.
Yeah.
I actually got all the symptoms compared to you.
Yeah, I know. And normally, there's a lot of times where we don't say anything to each other. We keep things to ourselves. And I'm like, I think I'm going through an ascension flu. And you're like, my ears are ringing. Yeah.
That's because we have a very high tolerance for pain. Both her or I.
Yeah, well, we went through this journey, right? So, and that's,
We'll leave it at that.
yeah, that's what you call testing pain for sure. So I'm gonna call it for 3 cards, please. It's 2 enough.
Yeah, when you get anxiety, all you gotta do in this life is breathe.
Yeah, so there's 3.
Simple as it is.
And it's too much. So pretty much everything I said.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
There you go, baby.
Okay, thank you, sweetheart. So, I have the forgiveness card here, and forgiveness is so, so important, and I wrote that in my journal today. Everything I write in my journal. You guys, well, I'm going to say you, if you've been part of this channel for a number of, well, whenever I started, there's times where I actually read my journal. But forgiveness. And part of this journey is forgiveness, and I think the most important thing is forgiveness of oneself. And once you forgive yourself, there's some of you that have done some things, I feel right now, that you're not proud of. And that's fine. What we go and endure in life is a lesson. And maybe that's the cycle. That's a perpetuating cycle. And maybe you're not forgiving yourself for those cycles. But everything is a lesson. And all you have to do is forgive you, ask for forgiveness, and have unconditional forgiveness for you and all others around you. And I believe this is for both energies. I don't believe this is impartial to anyone. Creative side. What I feel is a couple of things here. When the two of you came into physical union, not reunion, so whatever mechanism, how you came together, whether it be, social media, whether it be a dating app, whatever it may be, you invoke that creativity within each other. So what was lying dormant is now open, and you're creative. So if you're a musician, if you're a poet, if you're a writer, if you're photographer. See, like we're so connected. It's not even funny. Yeah, the creativity within you is blossoming. What I was alluding to is inner child. Okay, and inner child is one of those things that needs to heal. We all are children essentially, but as we age, there's the children is our inner child is within us, and maybe these go together, you know, forgiveness and inner child. Maybe there's something that you need to forgive yourself for, and you have to, like I said, we navigate with our inner guide, our inner child. Our inner child is what needs to be healed. And I truly,
It
truly
helps create. I believe it goes backwards too. Your inner child also helps you to create. So if you release yourself and just enjoy your life and love life, try to think like a child, you will create, and then you will ascend.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last card I have here is ascending. And as I alluded to, as I wrote down in my journal, and these cards cannot be cheated, and it just freaks me out. Like, it ceases to amaze me sometimes how the cards, they come out the way I write things in my journal. This can't not be cheating, or cheated, I mean. And not that I want to anyway, it freaks me out. It really truly does, because I'm not like this. I'm just, God has told me to do it, and I'm doing as I'm told, but many of you are ascending to your higher self. And ascending to your higher self is understanding that inner child. And sometimes that inner child is broken, and you need to heal that inner child and forgive that inner child. And I love all of this so much. So that's what I have for you today. It's beautiful, wonderful. What, I can't.
The last one, read that real quick.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do animal spirit, because all of you know that I believe in divine messengers of the universe, and don't disregard your divine messengers. If what I always say, that sometimes if you want clarification on this journey, it's don't always ask. You know, you only ask.
The universe doesn't work that way.
Yeah, you have to give gratitude before you ask. So always have that gratitude. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do animal spirit for feminine energy. Feminine always first.
Yeah, Melanie Horton, she's correct. Patience, yeah, big time.
So what I'm going to do is, if these cards are hard to work with, so if a card flips face up, I'll take that, and if one flips out, I'll take that. And I'm going to call out for feminine energy, please. Do you want to read it?
Read what?
Do you want to read one while I do?
Yeah, I can read it. Where's it?
Sweet.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou
No.
shalt. I'm joking. I'm joking, people. I'm a very big time joker guy.
Okay, so I have Bobcat Spirit here. So it's number 8. If that resonates, Bobcat Spirit. And it says, life is a mystery.
I'm a terrible reader.
Do you want me to read it?
Do you want to read it? Then you read it. Yeah, maybe you should read.
Okay.
I'm not the best reader.
Yeah, you are.
I read between the lines.
Okay. So, message is, the Bobcat moves furtively and mysteriously. And when Bobcat Spirit appears to you, she brings a powerful reminder that not all things in life can be explained or understood through the power of intellect. Trying to figure things out, find logical explanations, or predict what will happen based on reason and facts will not provide you with the certainty and comfort you seek. Bobcat asks you trust in the great mystery and let the secrets of the universe reveal themselves to you through direct experience. Allow your vision to slip into soft focus and you will see between the lines and observe what has been hidden there all along. Bobcat Spirit helps you know intimately the pulse of the divine in the world. Trust in the wisdom and revelations that come to you, yet know that understanding may not come as you would like it to. What you experience through your heart and intuition, which comes to you as your voice of inner knowing, will guide you now as you accept the secrecy that is woven into the fabric of existence. No matter what the appearance of Bobcat Spirit is, a sign that you're being called to trust, even when what is revealed does not agree with your need for intellectual certainty. Exactly, and I love it. I love it so much. And a few things I want to go over here.
So much.
Is your heart and intuition, and your inner knowing and your intuition. And that's basically what I was alluding to earlier. Don't always go with the poison of the mind. Go with the voice of the heart. The voice of the heart will always navigate you. And the voice of the heart
will always navigate you.
Yes, is your inner knowing. And I love it so much. Beautiful! Divine Feminines. I love it. Okay, and now I'm going to do masculine. I just love that message.
We love you guys too.
Now you know why?
Because I got so much love.
We both have a lot of love. That's what people always, they're always like, oh, you guys are so cute. I'm like, oh, whatever.
We can't keep it to ourselves. Selfishness.
And then, whale spirit.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Okay. Trust the great mystery. So it's kind of ironic how the bobcat was about mystery and female energy, and now the male is the same. Like, can you put that up, please?
And it's 11.
Yeah, 6 and 5 is 11. Yeah. All right. So, trust the great mystery, whale spirit. I'm not seeing this one right here. Okay. Whale spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time, and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms, where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, Whale Spirit is a keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. When Whale Spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition, and though the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils, separating the visible world from great manifesting consciousness into the hidden realms, now is the time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit, and to trust that within the invisible, what you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended to by angels. And I love it. Both messages are simultaneous of each other's energy. And what I feel about that is there is some of this going on. Manifestation. Both energies are feeling exactly the same. And that is good because that is balance. I love it.
Listen to your feelings. My sweetheart here, was it today you were feeling, or yesterday?
The top.
Creepy crawlies, right?
Like the crown chakra.
Yeah, and whatever feelings you get, if it feels like somebody's touching you on your shoulders, rubbing your gut, poking you, take that into consideration and really look into it, what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
At the time, where you are, what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for you to make a move at that time. It could be a positive thing, negative thing, to get you away from something or get you into something.
Yeah. So I'm going to give one last loving message. It just came out. This is for both. And I can't.
Here.
I cannot believe this stuff the way it comes out.
Want me to read it or you want to read it?
Just show them so they know.
I don't know if they can read it. It's backwards. They're not going to read it.
Okay.
Okay.
It says, have you lost sight of what is really important? Remember a time when life was simpler and the world seemed like a giant playground, just waiting to be explored. Perhaps it's time to rediscover that world
There
together.
you go. Playground, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
being yourself, playground, and you know what I said earlier.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so now we've got 12 minutes. Normally I have more time, but I feel like this was a very significant message.
Do you have time for more questions?
Yes, I have 11 minutes. Sorry, folks, I've got an appointment at 8. Again, if you want coaching, email me at brainy69 I'd be happy to help you get to where you need to go. Again, divinely guided. Okay, so can you help me with some of these questions here?
Yep. I want to know if I will end up being with my twin. It's not for us to decide, really.
I want to know if I'll end up being with my twin. I had those same questions myself, but I never lost the faith in the heart. You have to focus on the faith in your heart, and the faith in the universe, God, divine, source, however you relate it to. You will, if you have that faith.
And you know the answer within yourself.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah, you do.
Jen and I, when we first met, we were together for X amount of months. We went our separate ways, and there was no animosity. We were not angry at each other. It just happened that way. And we never spoke, talked, seen each other for 16 months, 17 months.
Yeah.
And I guess God brought us back together.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
So, divine time.
Divine tour.
Divine touring.
I said divine tour and divine time.
And that's a touring, and it was hell.
What other questions do we have? Sorry, I'm not facing the camera, but I'm looking down here.
It's not a question.
So we have 10.
Yeah, there's not really questions here. Do you guys have any questions? Anybody?
Yeah, could be a little bit delayed.
Thanks be to God. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
You want to be God, not a dog. Don't listen to me. Don't listen.
Okay, look up where there. That's where
Yeah, well, I'm trying to read.
This is delayed. Look how far delayed it is. We gotta look up there. Can you look
Oh, to read up there?
Yeah.
Well, now there's nothing.
I know. Sorry, folks. It's like we're technically challenged. There. See? Sorry, folks.
Yeah, right there. Is meditation still okay with ascension symptoms?
Medication is absolutely encouraged with meditation symptoms because that's what I've been doing. And again, I don't know why this is happening because I've ascended to the higher senses and the higher self. But I feel that we're both feeling these symptoms, and I feel that the reason why we're feeling these symptoms is because they're messages that are meant to be delivered to you. And some of you may be going through some uncomfortable symptoms, and these symptoms are part of getting to your higher self. Again, I I don't ask for this stuff to happen, it just happens.
Okay, we got a question here, which is actually pretty good. Is it possible to be friends with a twin flame versus in marriage or union with them? I believe so. Absolutely, with anybody. You can be friends with anybody you choose to. If you get along, then why not? But if it's going to affect your present relationship, then maybe you need to cut that off at the roots.
Yeah, and the thing is too is like we all have our own perceptions, and I've stumbled across some things. And, there's some very enlightened and spiritually awakened people out there that said, okay, this person is my twin flame, but we're friends. I don't necessarily believe in that philosophy. That's just my philosophy. I know I'm only going from one's experience, and just from the love that I have in the heart. And I don't believe God would bring you into that soul love as a friendship. I truly don't. But that again is just one's journey. It's not everyone's journey. It's one's journey, but that's not my perception of it. No.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up in a few minutes here. Any questions?
None here.
Okay. So where are we now? 7:54. So I'm gonna wrap up. 6 minutes. I don't see anything coming through. If I don't see anything coming through in the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna shut it down. But again, you can always
get a hold of her in her email.
Yeah, BrainyTwinGemini69 at gmail.com. I'll provide guiding and coaching, and again, donations would be appreciated. We have these beautiful, beautiful bracelets.
Here, I'll turn that around. You guys see how beautiful that is? That's beautiful.
Okay, wait. You got to see this one. When you hear lyrics of songs, I said,
those messages
yes,
sent to you
absolutely.
by angels. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. You know, that is something that kept me going. For some reason, I felt like that was my mother sending me these lyrics. And I would just be like, I cannot believe this is happening right now. But I trust it. I trust divine. I trust the universe. And one of the songs that kept, like, it seemed like it was haunting me at the time, it was Scorpions, No One Like You. And I'm like, I hadn't heard that song for so long. And for like 16 months, I kept hearing it over and over again. And I believe...
There's no one like you.
Apparently he knows it too.
I can't wait.
This guy's a joker.
Yeah,
okay.
So the problem is...
Oh my gosh.
No, we're taking this seriously. Like, I'm just a joker. I apologize.
Yeah.
But I don't. I like being a joker.
Yeah. No, we do take it seriously. Everything that we do. We just shed light on the situation, because what we're meant to do on this journey is we're supposed to spread the light and
love.
Light and love, and move away from the darkness and of ego and fear and all of those things associated with it, healing, all of these things. Like, we're in a very, very harmonious, good place. And we want to share that with you because it gives you hope and faith. And this cannot be, it's not fabricated, it's not acting, it's genuine love and a love for each other. So that's the way it is, you know?
Whether you love us or not, we'll still love you.
It's called unconditional love. Yeah. Oh, this guy.
Well, it is about love.
Yeah, Desiree Green. Let me give you a card. I'm going to wrap up in a couple of minutes here. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Not sure what the message is, but whatever the message is, it comes at the right time. Infinite blessings as your own life emotions separate. No, not like, I believe this Desiree, this card here is meant for you. Are you on a spiritual journey?
Spiritual journey.
Yeah. And you see this card is a train, and it's going around, and it's to me, the spiritual journey, a lot of it, you feel like you're alone, and you can't really explain it because this is definitely a spiritual journey. And if anybody tells you otherwise, then I would be skeptical of what they say. This is not the Cinderella story where the prince comes and puts the glass slipper on your foot. It's a beautiful love.
It's work.
It's work. It's unexplained. It's beautiful. It's magical and it's wonderful. But it definitely is a spiritual journey, and it's a spiritual journey to oneself. Once you realize what this is and accept it and let go of the fear and surrender to yourself and to God, I'm going to say to God, and know that this is going to happen in divine time and at whatever time, then that is where I believe you will have that evolution or epiphany to oneself, and then movement forward wherever your journey may end up. But it's definitely a spiritual journey, and you are on that journey right now, and it's beautiful and wonderful.
And there's always going to be jobs coming up.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
Yes. And you have to find your soul purpose, right? So what else do we have here? One last question that jumps out at me? Blessings to you, and thank you all. Eva. Eva wants a card. All right, so Eva, this is the last card for tonight. Please join us next week. For any questions that you have, that's what we're here for. We're here to give truth. We're here to debunk dishonesty. That's what we're here to do. There's some people out there that truly are actors.
Mm-hmm. I know, I have no problem debunking.
Yes. When we're
I'm
ready,
very blunt.
yeah, when we're ready, we'll debunk. There's a lot of people that are out there acting. We genuinely are happy and we love each other, but there's people out there that, believe it or not, are asking for $50,000 to get you into fruition.
We'll call a spade the front door. There's the door right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not right. It's so not right. So Eva, this is your card, and then we're going to wrap up for the night. And then, I don't know if that card's meant to come out. But again.
I just said it.
I know, like,
I just said door, did I not?
Yeah.
Divine door.
Yeah.
Get out.
No, he's so, he doesn't mean it that way. What I mean by, what is meant by divine door, Eva, is it is a divine door. And what am I going to say about this right now?
I say she knows the answer.
Yeah.
Whether it's she needs to run out the door or somebody needs to run out the door.
I don't think it's not running out the door. I feel like this is
there's a door opening.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
And the time is soon. She knows what she has to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You do know.
In order for that door to open,
there's no way that card would have just came out after I just mentioned it.
Yeah. In order for that door to open, you need there's things that you need to do
to close. There's doors that need to be closed.
When one door closes, another one opens. Yeah. So that divine door is closed right now, but maybe you need to close some doors in order for it to open. Okay, so that's what we have for you today. And again, I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart for the love, the likes, the subs. It truly, truly, truly means the world to me, and I love you all so, so much. So have a good night, folks.
Good night. Thank you. Where's the button?
How do you get off this thing?
I don't know. Exit.
Yeah, X.
We're so technical. Yeah, we're great.